Hey, what's going on, guys? Big D here, and welcome back to the Town Hall 11 Coast to Max. As you can see, there is no face cam on, and that's because I'm feeling a little bit under the weather and my face is a bit swollen. So I didn't want to be on camera. I hope you guys understand. But today we're going to go ahead and start off today's video with some upgrades because I'm almost max on gold, and I've been max on Elixir and Dark Elixir for some time now. So I'm going to go ahead and upgrade another Archer Tower going to max. 7 million gold, 8-day upgrade, and that will move on over. That'll take the only builder we have available for the moment. And then we actually have a very exciting upgrade in the lab, not because it's the Giants, but because it is the final lab upgrade at Town Hall 11. We're going to have a max lab today on the Town Hall 11. Well, not today because it won't finish, but we will start the Giant upgrade right now. 8.5 million elixir in a 10-day upgrade time. Let's do this and finish off the laboratory for Town Hall 11. And in 10 days, we will have an absolutely max laboratory, and it will all be down to the defenses. So, all right, so we found some nice loot on a partially dead Town Hall 11, and it's got 25 trophies, and we are trying to get back up into Champions League with the Town Hall 11. So we're using some Zap Drags today, and we're going to see how it works out for us. Let's get some damage on the single target Inferno and take out an air defense there. We'll actually take a sweeper here as well. 1, 2, 3. And then let's see, what are we gonna do? I guess we'll actually take the other sweeper as well while we take another air defense. So leaves us with 1 air defense left. And actually, what I want to do is try to take out this air defense as well. So we're gonna send in the king and then the queen, eventually try to get this wall break in here, and hopefully the queen can reach over that wall and grab the air defense. So let's see where the king is gonna go. And actually, I think he's going to turn around as soon as this barracks goes down and go after the other barracks, potentially. No, he's going to continue forward. So we're going to drop the queen on that elixir collector, and they should run into the base from there. So let's pop this king's ability, get him nice and healthy. Once again, continue to tank for the queen. So the queen will hopefully step inside the base here after this barracks goes down and go after this air defense. Come on, queen, turn around, please. Oh, no. So she is going to walk. That's okay. She is going to have to funnel out this other side. Then we will send in some Cocoa Loons and then an Electro Dragon to continue funneling this. We're going to have to full send the dragons into this final air defense, which is just fine. It should work out here. Let me drop another dragon over here and send some balloons straight in over here, and then the dragons. Send everything in. Let's pop this queen's ability. She's a little bit low on health. Keep her alive, and we're going to rage through this final air defense. And actually, we can pop the Grand Ward's ability nice and early because the Eagle Artillery is already down. So, keep everything nice and healthy through the enemy queen. Let's rage through here, try to get to this single as fast as we can. Single is targeting a dragon. Stone Slammer going to stay alive pretty long here. Actually, the single dies out. So, that's pretty much the most devastating thing on the base from what I found at the beginning. Since everything was dead, we have a ton of dragons spread across this base, so we shouldn't have much of a problem taking it down from here. I'm actually going to go ahead and start dropping, well, the only cleanup I have, just a minion, because I only had 2 space left after everything went the way it did. So it looks like we are going to triple this base pretty easily because it was partially dead, but I just couldn't ignore the loot, even though I don't really need loot right now. I thought, you know what, let's go ahead and grab it because we do have a bunch of builders coming available in about 12 hours. And they have to fly all the way back across the base because somehow they missed the king altar when they went through the first time. But that is going to be the triple with these Zap Drags. Let's head on back. We are currently in Master 2, getting pretty close to Champions League, but not quite there. We got to get through Master 1 and then finally make it back into Champs. Let me train up another Zap Drag. We're going to request for troops, and as soon as we get those troops in the clan castle and our heroes wake up, we will go back out and find another base. Another 20 trophies and another base with over 1 million loot on it here. It's a dead Town Hall 11. We're going to go ahead and hit it as well. Let's see, what are we going to zap here? I definitely want to take the sweeper, so we'll take 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and let's see, what do we want to do? I guess this is what I'll do. I'll zap right here, 1, 2, 3. We'll take this air defense as well, and then send the king and queen in over here to try to grab one more. So king in over here. We're actually going to go ahead and send in the super wall breaker, and then the king should possibly go back left to the spell factory. Yes, and we'll drop the queen in there. After the elixir collector goes down, we should be able to get in there and grab that air defense. Let's pop the king's ability, see if he can tank for just as long as possible, keep him nice and healthy. Queen does step up for the air defense. Now, that means what we're going to do is we're going to send in a Coco Loon here. I know it's a dead base, but you always got to test for the Sam, and then we can actually start the dragons as well. Send them in, and they should have a pretty decent path here. Send in the Grand Warden, and we're actually not going to rage just yet. We're going to pop the Queen's ability because the enemy king stepped up, and I didn't want her to take too much more damage. We got a minion back here starting the cleanup, and let's see. We're going to hold on to the rage just for as long as we can because we really don't need to rage these dragons just yet. We can rage right here actually in the core, and we're going to pop the Grand Warden ability there just to hold off on any damage that the dragons might take there. He actually made it through the wall and is beating on a dead Inferno Tower. We'll rage these balloons and get through this as well. And with everything pushing through, the back end of the base shouldn't be too much of a hassle. One minion should be able to clear all of this junk as long as time allots, and the dragons and everything else should be able to wrap around the base. Queen taking on the Town Hall, and the Stone Slammer and balloons wrapping around for the defenses on the back end of the base as well. A few dragons and an Electro Dragon cleaning up the trash while the balloons do a lot of the footwork. Looks like it's going to be a pretty easy triple, as it should be on a dead base. Just going to clean up the rest of the trash and grab the rest of the loot, which I don't necessarily need right now, as I said, but I am getting ready for a lot of builders tomorrow. So definitely want to try to grab as much loot as we can. And there we go, another triple, pushing us a little bit closer to Champions League and a million loot on this base to boot. Let me go ahead and train up another army here. And before we go back out for another attack, I do want to show you an attack I did earlier for a bunch of loot. Now, it was a 99% 1-star, but I saw 1.3 million gold, 1.3 million elixir on this base and had to hit it. But I'm going to 4x it just for a little bit. There we go. So as you can see, I already zapped some stuff, but there was only 2 minutes and some odd seconds on the clock, and that's because I actually started this so late into the raid. I actually didn't notice that I found a base. I was not paying attention because it was taking me so long to find some loot, and eventually I did find this base, but I wasn't paying attention when I did, so I had to full send everything in. Let me 2x it here just to push through the initial part of the raid. But I zapped 3 air defenses. I pushed my dragons into the 4th air defense. I wanted my king and queen to grab it, but unfortunately my queen walked and my king did not get the air defense. But right here we had to rage through, try to get to the core. Had a weird split on the dragons, had a warden ability that I had to pop at an inopportune time. I didn't have everything encompassed in that warden ability, but they continue to push through. We're going to 4x it through the rest of the base. Really harsh base here because of the time allotment, and the funnel was not perfect either. So as you can see, not a ton of my army is left, but not a ton of the base is left either. The max balloons out of the clan castle doing a ton of work, but at the end of the day, I ended up with a 99% 1-star because I did not have the time to grab the town hall in the end. So I missed out on 90,000 golden elixir and 700 dark elixir. But that's okay. We got most of the loot off the base, and had I had the time, I definitely would have tripled. But I am going to get the next army ready and go back out for the final attack of the video. Stay tuned. And for the final attack, another 1 million loot raid. Let's go ahead and get these zaps going. We'll go 1, 2, 3 here, 1, 2, 3 here, and 1, 2, 3 right over here, leaving this one untaken with the zaps because I want to send in the heroes for that. So let me send in the king over here. Since it was so far on the outside, the others were so far on the inside, I thought it best to try to take this one here. Send in the king and queen. Let's pop the king's ability nice and early, get him nice and healthy. He's going to go up against the enemy queen, and my queen should step inside here. She is going to take the wall break, it seems, and I really would like this air defense to go down to this queen. Come on, queen, don't you walk out. Don't you do it. Come on. There we go, stepping forward. Let me pop her ability. This expo is firing on her. I really need her to take this air defense so I can set my path really well. She is low on health. Oh, she doesn't take it out. So that means I'm going to have to, let me send in some Coco Loons over here and the Electro Dragon. And I'm going to try to set the path where they can at least run behind this sweeper into that air defense inside of a raid spell. And you know what? let's see what this Electro Dragon does. I might send my Stone Slammer in to help him set the funnel. Yeah, let's do that. And then we're going to send in these balloons and dragons over here with the Grand Warden. You have an eagle to worry about, so we're going to have to deal with these eagle shots coming down. They're only really affecting one dragon right now. We're not going to pop the Grand Warden ability just yet. Rage these dragons through here, and on these eagle shots, we can pop the Grand Warden ability, especially since they're entering the territory of this air defense. Come on, dragons. There we go. Finally, the air defense does go down. We got to get them pushing into this eagle artillery now. Hitting a lot of SAMs and air traps on this portion of the base, but we are looking decent for the triple so far. We did make it to the eagle. Both Infernos are down. Still more SAMs popping up on the back end of the base. The Stone Slammer did pop, so we do have a bunch of max balloons coming around the base as well. Let me get this minion over here. Plenty of dragons left, I think. Only 2 archer towers, but more traps getting triggered. Grand Warden goes down. Another dragon falls. Another dragon falls to an archer tower. Balloons should be able to actually pick up this triple alone, even with all the dragons dying off. Just one more air targeting defense. The archer tower left, and it does go down. 36 seconds, 1 dragon, 2 dragons, and a bunch of balloons should still be able to take down the rest of the base. 1 minion as well working on a dark barrack should help a little bit with time. Dragons and balloons making their way around, and this is going to be a triple. Just got to get through the last few buildings. Minion takes 1 out. Dragons and balloons converge on the final building, and that is a triple for 1 million gold once again with the Zap Drags. Let's head on back now. I believe my boost did end, so perfect timing on that. Let me train up another one to have ready for later, and we can request for troops as well. Now, I already did both of the upgrades that I had planned for today. I had to do it earlier on in the video, so I didn't waste any loot, and we can go ahead and start gaining the gold, getting ready for 4 of these builders that are going to get done. 3 of these builders, I'm sorry, going to get done in 11 more hours to go. So we can start working on 2 more archer towers, and then these cannons got to go up 1 level, and then these, I'm sorry, 2 levels. These cannons have to go up 1 level, and I'm really unsure on the mortar, so either 1 or 2 levels on the mortar as well. But that is going to do it for me today, folks. Thank you guys for tuning into this episode of my Town Hall 11 Coast to Max. You guys are all amazing, and I will see you in the next one.